Hello students, welcome to LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Here myself Mr. Jaswal Kishan from Civil Engineering Department, and we are learning all about earthquake engineering. So let's start our today's session. So now in today's session we will be considering one more example on response factor. So in today's example we will be taking a dynamic analysis based on response factor. Let's see what we have. So, starting with the question is a three-storied hospital building located in Ahmedabad resting on medium soil. So now in this data you can understand that hospital building, so it's an important building. Ahmedabad, so it comes under zone 3. Medium soil is a type of soil. Analyze free vibration and results are mentioned. Now here in the question itself, W weight is given, omega is given, natural frequency, and there are three corresponding mode shapes, which is phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3 are given, and asked that calculate the storage shear by dynamic analysis. So this is a dynamic analysis. So in the previous sum of model analysis we have found out natural frequency and we have found out mode shapes. Now in this question these are given values, and from here we will be proceeding our response factor. So I have taught you regarding mode shapes also. So if in the example if these two data are not given, then you have to find mode shapes also and then proceeding towards the response factor. So in previous examples we have done mode shapes and natural frequency, and in this example it is given itself. Now proceeding towards the response factor. First of all, this given weight will be converted into the mass, which is in kg. So this is given in kilonewton. So 1100 multiplied by 10 raised to 3 divided by 9.81, so we will be getting mass in kg. Similarly, for all the three, we can find out the masses. Now the total mass is nothing but m1 plus m2 plus m3 equals to this summation of 1, 2 and 3. So after getting this, now we will be proceeding towards the main formula, which is model mass calculation. So this is given in the code, and I have shown you that it is given in the page number 24. So here is the reference. So IS 1893 2016, page 24, clause 7.7.5.4. So this is the equation. Now in this equation we require the weight, which is Wi. Phi I is nothing but the mode shapes, and here is the same, and this is my G is due to acceleration due to gravity. So here Wi by G is given. Now in the above equation we will be using the mass only, because since we have used mass in the above equation, G is not taken as Wi by G equals to M. So what I am saying that in the place of Wi we will be placing M masses and we will be not multiplying with G. So look what we did, because the answer is coming out to be similar only. So right now I have taken the masses. So this is my mass 1. So look, this is Wi into phi ik. So right now I am using for mode shape 1, I have to use the values of phi 1. So 0 0.29, 0 0.59, 0 0.74. So 0 0.29, 0 0.59, 0 0.74. Similarly, in this I will be using the value of phi 2, 0 0.66, 0 0.35 minus 0 0.66. So 0 0.63, 0 0.35 minus 0 0.66. So in this I will be using the phi 1 value, and this I will be using phi 2, and here we will be using phi 3 value. And respective mass. So here it is my mass 1, mass 2 and mass 3. Look, it is my mass 1, mass 2 and mass 3. Mass 1, 2, 3 is nothing but respective floors. So this is 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, dividing with the given equation. So the equation is Wi into phi I the whole square and Wi into phi I the square, phi I the square. So the whole square, and here only respective phi square. So after solving it, I will be getting mass 1 equals to 312291 kg. So you can solve it by placing Wi also. So W is nothing but 1100 into 10 raised to 3, W2 is 1300 into 10 raised to 3, and W3 is nothing but 1000 into 10 raised to 3, and divide by G. You have to divide by G whenever you are using W, and if you are not using W, then you are using M, then no need to multiply with or say divide with G. Similarly, we can do for mode shape 1, mode shape 2 and mode shape 3. Now what will be the participation factor? Means in the sense, what will be the participation of each flow? So that can be carried out by the total mass. We have to find out the percentage of each modes. So percentage of mass in first mode is nothing but 312291 divided by the total mass, which is we have already calculated over here. So divide by total mass multiply by 100. So we'll be getting out the percentage. So after calculating it, I am getting 90%. For M2, we are using this value and it is coming out to be 7.6%. And for M3, it is this and it is coming out to be 2.3%. So after sum up of all this, it is near to the 100%. So in this, we are getting that maximum percentage is of first mode. So it is the major participation mass, and then it is mode 2 and mass 2 and mass 3. So it's a modal mass participation calculation. Now, so this is a kind of the previous step in which we were finding out the Qi in the sense of shear, and for that we were using the AH value. Now here the equation is little changed and the fundas are similar. So design lateral force at mode 1, so it is given on the same page 24-25. So QIK is nothing but AK into phi IK into PK into W. So this equation is given in the same clause of which the modal mass equation was given. So it is given in 24 page number in 7.7.5.4. Similarly, on the next page, the same clause, the equation is given for this AK and QIK. So QIK is equals to AK into phi IK into PK into W. So respectively all, I'll be explaining what are the terms. So AK is similar to the AH. The formula is Z by 2 multiplied by I by R multiplied by SA by G. And you know that Z is nothing but zone factor, I is importance factor, R is response factor, and SA by G is nothing but find out with the help of type of soil as well as the natural period. Now these these three terms are similar which we were using in the previous sum. Now this SA by G we need to find out in a different way. It's somewhat similar, but look how to find out. Now it is a Ahmedabad located, so zone 3 hospital building, so importance factor will be 1.5 and SMRF, so R will be 5. So for zone 3 the factor is 0.16. So this is a very common term, so you know that. Now where to find? Now SA by G. So for SA by G we require time period. And here the formula for time period is nothing but T equals to 2 pi by omega. Now if we are doing for mode shape 1, then it will be T1 equals to 2 pi by omega 1, T2 equals to 2 pi by omega 2, and T3 equals to 2 pi by omega 3. And all the omegas are given in the question itself. You can see over here that omegas are already given. And to find out this T natural period, the same formula which we have used in the previous sum of mode shapes. So T is nothing but 2 pi by omega 1. So I'll be getting my T1 is 0.753. Now, in the previous design philosophy sum, the static method, we were using the different SA by G equation or say formulas. Now here on the same page, we were using the A point. Now for response spectrum, we will be using this B point. So this is given on the same page, page number 9 or 6.4.2. In that, we will be using this B, which is specially for response spectrum. Because we are using the dynamic analysis using response spectrum method, so we will be using this equation. It is somewhat similar, just the values are different. Now we are having medium soil and T is equal to 0.75. So for medium soil, T equals to 0.75. It is coming out to be in this limit. So for that, SA by G value is 1.36 divided by T, and T is nothing but 0.753. So I will be getting SA by G equals to 1.806. So after placing all the value, I can find out my AK value. So after finding out AK value, we will be finding the value for PK. So the PK is the equation which is given on the IS 1893 clause 7.7.5.4, same page number 24. In that the PK is nothing but summation of weight into phi. So divide by summation of weight into phi, the whole square. So this is a equation. Now here also I will be using mass. So you can cross check while pressing Wi. So it is a somewhat similar. So Pk equals to mass into phi ik, mass 2 into phi ik, and mass 3 into phi. So this is the same phi 1 values because we are using for 1. Pk equals to this, the m into phi. Instead of a weight I am using here mass, and divide by the phi ik the whole square. So here on the three places we are using the phi ik the whole square. So here all the values of phi 1 we have used. So look, 0.29, 0.59 and 0.4, 0.7 over here, 0.29, 0.59, 0.7. So here first of all we are finding for the first case, which is Q11, Q21 and Q31. So Q equals to AK into PK into W. So weight is 1100, PK is over 1.657, AK in the previous step we have found out 0.043. Now phi ik for 1 we will be using the first one. For 2 it is 0.59 and for 3 it is 0.7, and rest of the values are similar except this one, the weight. So it is for 1100, it is 300, 1300 and it is 1000. It is given in the equation, in the question itself. You can see different weight. So these are my different weights. Now, so these are my initial Q values, which is Q11 equals to this, Q21 equals to this, and Q31 equals to this. So what we are using for, why we are finding out this Q, I'll be showing in the upcoming slides. Now this is for design lateral force at mode shape 2. All the, in the previous slide it was for mode shape 1. In the next slide it is for mode shape 2. All the steps are similar except the T value, because T is dependent on 2 pi by omega. So omega 2 will be using here. So I'll be getting my T is 0.27. For this I have to find out SA by G. If SA by G changes, so AK value will be changes and PK value will also change because of the changes in phi. So these are my all the phi mode shape number 2 values. So 0.66, 0.35 minus 0.6607. So this sum is kind of easy but just a lengthy process. So these are my mode shapes, design lateral force for mode 2. So for Q12, AK into phi ik into PK into W. So AK is 0.6060, phi is the respective value, PK is 0.488, and here is 1100, 1300 and 1000. So after finding all this is for mode shape 2. Similarly, you can find out for mode shape 3, in which this will be 0.199, and later we will be getting this final Q value. So Q11 we have got 23.53, Q21 is 55.807, Q31 is 53.457. So respectively we are placing the horizontal load, and due to that we can find out the story shear force. So story shear force is 53.47 at the top, and as I said it will be accumulated at the bottom as we go. So 53.47 plus 55.80, I will be getting 109.26. 53.47 plus 55.80 plus 23.54, I will be getting my 132.87. So this is for mode shape 1. Now in this we are getting Q12, Q22 and Q32 is 21.31 over here, 13.44 is over here, and minus 19.33 is over here. So as it is minus, the force will be in opposite direction. So we are assuming that on the right hand side it is positive and on the left hand side it is negative. So all the positive forces will be on the right side, so negative will be on the left side. So the first of all it will be negative, so we have to draw on the opposite side, so minus 19.331, and then minus 19.331 plus 13, I'll be getting minus 5.89, which is over here, and then minus 19.33 plus 13.46 and plus 21.31, I'll be getting plus 15.4. So it is like this, the diagram have to be drawn. Similarly, for the third mode shape, we can find out the respective diagrams. So this is 5.34, and then it is minus, so on the opposite direction, and then again it's on the plus, so right hand side. So this is nothing but 5.3, then 5.3 minus this, I will be getting minus 7.34, 5.3 minus 12.69 plus 12.10, I will be getting 4.8. So this way you can find out the diagram. Now last, so here we'll be finding out the modal combination by SRSS method. So the contribution of different mode shapes is obtained by square root sum of square method, SRSS method. So in this method we will be finding out the contribution of each flow. So for that we will be using this equation, lambda equals to under root of summation of k equals to 1 to nm lambda k the whole square. This equation is given on page number 24 itself, but in the equation clause 7.7.5.3, just above the model mass, it is given. So we can find out the respective v value. So v is nothing but under root of v31 the whole square, v32 the whole square, and v33 the whole square. So this v are over here, you can see these are my value 53, minus 19 and 5.34. So 53, minus 19 and 5.34. So the whole square of it, I'll be getting my V3 value. Now V2 we can find out from over here. So look, here the first minus 7.434 is taken from over here. Then on the from second figure minus 5.89 and over here 109.26. So from the figure we are taking the values of V, 109 minus 5.8 minus 7.3. So after solving it, I will be getting my V2, and similarly we can find out for V1. So after finding out V3, V2 and V1, we can find out the contribution of each. So Q3 will be equals to V3. So in the design philosophy, you remember that table in which on the last two parts we were finding out Q values, and on the right hand side we were finding out the V values. So Q equals to the summation of all the terms. Now here we will be doing the opposite. So we were having the Q values and we were finding out the V values. Now here we are having the V and we have to find out the Q. So Q3 equals to V3 as it is. In that we were doing the summation of the in the tables. Now here from V we have to find out Q. So we will be deducting it. So V2 Q2 is nothing but V2 minus V3. So here it is my V2 minus V3, which is coming out to be 8767.5, and Q1 is nothing but P1 minus V2. We can find out the forces with the help of this. So these are my Q3, this is my Q2, and this is my Q1. So this was all about the response spectrum example. Let's have a look what we did till here. So it's a common process in each of the steps for mode shape 1, mode shape 2 and mode shape 3. Only 2 or 3 equations, but a lengthy process. So here it was a given question. In that we have found out the masses, and with the help of this equation we have found out the mode shapes for 1, for 2 and for 3 modal participation. And modal mass calculation with the help of this equation and modal participation we have found out the percentage of each. Then we have found out the design lateral force for mode 1, which is Qik equals to AK into phi Ik into Pk into W. So all the values we have found out in the below steps. So this is for 1, then for design lateral force for mode 2, Similarly, design lateral force for mode 3. After finding out that, we have drawn the story shear forces diagram, and for all the three modes, and at last, with the help of these forces, we have found out the modal combinations, the contribution of different modes by SRSS method. So this is my example of response vector.